Hello. I want to talk a little bit about learning jazz guitar. Now, if you've watched some of my videos, you might notice that my favorite way to learn jazz guitar is through books, good books. And I've got a video out there that has some recommendations. But a lot of us also like to look online or YouTube videos and so on and so forth. Now, there is a lot of good videos for learning jazz guitar on YouTube. However, the problem that I've always run into is there's so much stuff out there that you end up spending too much time to try and find the good stuff. And, I know in the past I would look at maybe, 20 or 30 videos before I found one that really was what I would say good, okay? Because a lot of them, they lead you somewhere, or they kind of give you a little bit of information, and then they're trying to, a lot of these guys are trying to make money, that's cool, I get it. But they give you part of the picture, and then, well, hey, if you want the rest, you can join my Patreon group or something like that. Now, the other thing is, one of the things that after I learned some of the fundamentals of jazz, I wanted to learn chord melody, and I started looking up chord melodies. There's some really nice chord melodies that you can find on YouTube, and the same thing, they show you how to maybe do a performance of it, and then down the bottom you can buy the chord melody for $3 or $4 or something like that. So anyway, a few years ago I got looking around, and I can't remember how I ended up over there, but I went to True Fire, and I found Frank Vignola's Jazz Studio. It's a True Fire channel, okay? And I got involved in that. It was $10 a month, and it's excellent. It really is. Now, I got to tell you, I don't have anything to do with True Fire. I don't know Frank Vignola. There's no money in this for me or anything like that. The only reason I'm telling you about it is because it really worked for me, and I thought it was just excellent. And the cost is something, for $10 a month, I mean, you can't get much anything for $10 a month anymore. So if you go over to Frank Vignola's channel, and I'll put a link to it in the bottom down here, he has so much stuff there. Now, what I did was I joined up for $10 a month. You can cancel at any time, okay, which is the beauty of that. And I went on there and immediately was finding all kinds of stuff. There's, lessons, scales, arpeggios, riffs, licks. He shows you how to play. He's got over 150 chord melody songs, a lot of great standards that you can learn, PDFs, it's all in tab. He does the fundamentals, the chords and stuff. There's stuff there for intermediate players. There's stuff there for advanced players. The channel is loaded. It's a gold mine of good stuff. Frank is an excellent teacher. Okay, I love the way Frank, it's no bullshit. He has these videos, he puts them out there, and it's just the greatest information. And he seems like a genuinely nice guy who's interested in helping people learn jazz. There's also stuff on there for blues, gypsy jazz, all kinds of stuff. It's unbelievable the amount of stuff is there. So I went on there, again, basically to learn chord melody, and I was a member of that studio for, maybe about 10 or 11 months, I think. And I would go on there, and how Frank does pretty much all his lessons is he has a video. Some of them are only a minute or two, but it's enough to get you started. And then, you get your PDFs, and it gives you stuff to work on. And you can always go back and look at the videos if you want. The chord melodies, what he does is he does the performance, a minute or two, does it, and then another video, he spends about, anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes generally. He shows you how to play it. And he also, not only is he showing you how to play it, but he's giving you a little bit of theory, just a little bit, just so you kind of understand what's going on, what you're playing. So, man, if you get a chance, check it out. If you're learning to play jazz, or if you're already a jazz player, but you just want to look into some new stuff, for $10 a month, it's beautiful. And again, you can cancel at any time. And I know that I'm not a member anymore, but another thing that he has is, I think it was on Wednesdays, you could join in and he would do a live practice for half an hour. I did that a few times. That was a lot of fun. He also has, you can upgrade maybe to $20 or $30 a month, and you get more like live interactions with other musicians if you really like that. So, you know, anyway, maybe I'll throw a clip in of a chord melody song or something that I did, that I was able to get off this channel. But again, everything's PDF. You can copy it out, keep it forever. So it's really good. Now, having said all that, there is a couple of things that I don't like about it. Overall, the thing is highly recommended for me. The two things that I don't really, that were kind of problematic for me were, it was really hard to find some of the stuff. Like I know I went through and I found a few lessons that I liked, and then I would go back, you know, maybe a month later or something, and it was a bitch trying to find some of them, because there's so much information in this channel. You know, I couldn't find it again, and I had to look. And there's a little search bar that you can use with a magnifying glass. They might help you some, but every week Frank is loading up, I don't know, you know, a number of videos, new videos, and they keep coming into this channel, and to me, it really needs some reorganization or better organization or something. That's the only problem. If you're looking for something specific that you saw before, you go back to find it, it can be kind of hard. So I don't know, you know, how do you handle something like that after everybody's already bookmarked all this stuff and that? I don't know. But that can be a little frustrating on that site. And it's basically due to the fact that there's just so much stuff there. Okay, so the other thing I don't like about it, now, like, you know, I'm an old guy, right? So I don't like this business where, you know, you sign up and they suck $10 a month out of your credit card or whatever every month. So, you know, you can cancel at any time. But look, be careful, because, you know, you get into some of this stuff and you go in and you pay your $10, you go in and use it for an hour or two. And then, you know, a month later, you use it for maybe an hour. And then you forget about it. And then pretty soon, before you know it, 2 or 3 years have passed and you've been getting $10 sucked out of your credit card every month. It's not True Fire's fault. It's our fault for doing that. So just be careful of that, because people get hung up on that. I don't like it. I wish I could just pay each month. And you can, actually, if you wanted to, you could just go and pay and cancel. In fact, I did that because after I was in the channel for 10 or 11 months, and I kind of, like, you know, I'd had enough of it. I kind of had taken out the stuff that I wanted, although there's so much more there if I really wanted to. But then I remember, you know, a few months later, I wanted to go back and look at some stuff. So I went in, I bought another $10, and, like, as soon as I bought it, I went over to my sign-in page and I canceled it. And it said, you're still good for the 30 days that you paid for, and I didn't have to worry about it. So just watch out for that. You know, I see people blowing their money. So be careful about that. That's the way the world works anymore. So anyway, check it out. I think it's a great deal. It's probably, you know, for online, it's the best thing that I've found for lessons. And Frank is a great teacher. And you can go there for free, and you can, if you go to the left side of the screen, you can go down through the table of contents or whatever it is, and you can kind of see all the stuff. And there's actually, I think there's a few videos, you know, teasers or whatever, that where you can have access to see the videos and stuff like that. Good channel. Check it out. Let me know what you think. I hope this helps you out if you're trying to learn jazz. And it's not just for learning jazz. There's a lot of intermediate and some advanced stuff there as well, too. Have fun.